Very quickly, let me close it out again. Someone tweeted at me, Pedro de Cunha. Pedro, thanks so much. He missed the opening of my answers from these questions. I'll make it quick. I appreciate all the work my producer, Andrew Tiziak's doing behind the scenes. So question one for Totera here. This offseason was quiet. Will this cost them this year? I believe so. I believe they needed to get a veteran MLSer to fit in the same type of mold of Will Johnson, to fit in that midfield. They didn't. I think they will be hurt by this. Will all three DPs make it through the whole year on this squad and none of them go through the transfer market? I believe one, maybe two, but one for sure. If the team is struggling, if the team looks like it might even have problems of making the playoffs, I believe one DP will leave in the summer transfer market wholeheartedly. I believe that. Question three, do you believe Greg Vanney will survive the year? Again, I've said it. I have a lot of time for Greg Vanney as a person, as a coach. I've always defended him. I still will. But I think he knows, and everyone knows out there, pro sports is a results-oriented business. And I believe the first 10 to 15 games are massive. If he only wins 2, maybe 3 out of the first 10 or 15, he's in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. And I think he will be replaced maybe by a Sigi Schmidt, maybe by a Roberto Donadoni, maybe by another European coach that we still don't know who is out there. I believe that. Question number 4. Will TFC make it back to the MLS Cup Final? Unfortunately, I'm sorry, TFC fans, I don't think they will. I think last year, everything was set up for them beautifully, perfectly on home soil to win it all. They didn't, and I think it's going to be really, really hard for them to get back to the MLS Cup Final. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Lastly, will we see President Bill Manning put a stamp on this team early, mid-season, or at the end of 2017? I'll answer this by saying it. Look, again, if the head coach doesn't start off on a good note in winning or going 500 in the first 10 to 15 games, I think he'll put his stamp on that by bringing in his coach who he wants. At the end of the year, I also believe he will make a number of changes if they don't win the MLS Cup. What are those changes? I'll tell you simply. In my heart of hearts, I truly believe, 110%, I truly believe this. I believe that he likes to work with 1, maybe 2 DPs, real good DPs, and the rest of the squad, he likes to fill in, as I like to call it, money ball, as they say in baseball. Guys that make little money, guys that are veterans in MLS, young guys, and show the Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment Board, show all of MLS, show all TFC supporters that he can win with half the payroll he has now with the players that he wants to bring in that are not, big-time money earners. That's what I believe. That's what I will stand by.